What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Superman issue number 2. This is part of Dawn of DC, the year-long initiative with DC bringing some brand new titles, some brand new characters, and a lot more fun. This Superman issue 2 is Night of the Parasite. Superman overwhelmed as Parasite's new powers have been unleashed. The question remains, can Superman stop all of Metropolis from being consumed by the power-hungry Parasite? Or will he need the help of Lex Luthor to save the day? This issue is also introducing the new anti-hero named Marilyn Moonlight, known as the Spirit of Metropolis. She has been operating at night. The question now remains, is she a friend or foe to the Man of Steel? So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we have all of these little parasites, the little clones of himself. They are sitting here and they are draining Superman. They feel the power. They feel that he is almost gone. Trying to devour him alive, these clones, they begin fighting over the last bits of what remain of Superman. But in a moment, we see Superman, he breaks all of them off. He takes up into the air to take off, only to fall down to the ground. He is so severely drained that he cannot even fly away. And so he jumps. He jumps to the buildings. He gets to the rooftops. He knows that one parasite draining him was always too much, but a dozen clones. This is severely hurting him, with Metropolis being more dark than it has ever been before. Going to look what they are dealing with, what he sees are hundreds of parasite clones, and they are taking all the energy that they can from this city. While that's all ongoing, we pick up with all the enemies of Lex Luthor. They have been cutting up Bizarro. More specifically, Graft has been cutting up Bizarro. They have been toying around with Kryptonite. Unleashing Parasite in Metropolis on this scale is an endangerment to everybody. Not just the people, but also these individuals as well. They are concerned that they are taking this too far. But Dr. Farm lets us know that this is all the plan. With Lex Luthor incarcerated, this is their opportunity. This is their blessing. This is their chance to finally remake this city how they want. It is their chance to finally take it back from Lex Luthor, promising that everybody is going to be well rewarded for all of their efforts, that they will have everything beyond their wildest dreams. That's what takes us over to the Supercorp building, once known as LexCorp. We have Mercy, who is guiding everybody to do what they need to do. As these parasite clones begin to overrun the building, we see Mercy holding them back the best she can. That's when Superman comes crashing in, freezing these little clones in place. This will hold them at least temporarily. Even Mercy is confused on how powerful Parasite has become, how they have multiplied so vastly. And while Superman tries to get some information on what Lex might actually know about what's going on, Mercy says that she doesn't know, that she doesn't have any information to give him. And Clark knows that this is a lie. Luthor always knows more than he lets on, with Lex saying that he warned him. Back in his prison cell with all the electronics off, Lex is one of the few that still has a complete operation going on inside of his prison cell. Cameras up all over watching as this city is torn apart. He is telling Superman to free him from the prison so that he can go out there and he can help Superman stop this. And of course, Superman isn't going to free him, saying that his next move is finding Parasite Zero, the root parasite. This swarm had started somewhere. He believes that that may be the solution. This is where Superman gets an idea. Now, Supergirl and Superboy, they have erected a wall of ice around Metropolis. For the time, this is containing all of these clones inside the city. But if they're not stopped, they will very likely overtake the world by morning. They have managed to evacuate most of the city. They are gearing up for rescue missions to get the rest out. But Superman tells them not to, that they could just be more energy to empower the parasites. He tells them to continue the containment. But John also lets Clark know that he was unable to find Lois. As he hears this, he immediately heads over to the Daily Planet. As he goes looking around the building, this is when he runs into an unsuspected foe. This is where he runs into Marilyn Moonlight, telling Superman that he doesn't want to be here, that Superman was gone for a good spell and Metropolis has a way of creating its own heroes when it is needed. As we see her trying to shoot Superman, he tells her that it would be better if you stop shooting those guns so that we could at least have a conversation. She says that she's doing him a favor tonight, but consider this a warning shot. Metropolis's nights are haunted, and the legend of Marilyn Moonlight rides again. With a blinding light, she disappears. Superman gets a glimpse of the Wild Wild West, and she is gone. But with that blinding light, this also recharged Superman. He was recharged by the moonlight. Superman begins to continue looking around for his beloved, seeing her off in the distance. She says that Parasite is everywhere, but when she comes into the light, we see that she has already been taken over. That's when the rest of the Daily Planet, they come for Superman, apologizing but freezing them all in place. Picking up with Jonathan and the others, he is letting Superman know that he must hurry. Something is going on with Parasite. It keeps multiplying. They are not able to hold this back much longer, but Superman has recognized something, that Lex Luthor was right. The parasites are evolving. They have become airborne. This is where we see that the Man of Steel is slowly being taken over by Parasite. It has gotten into his bloodstream. It is about to take him over. As all the little parasites prepare to get over this wall, they climb atop one another. They do what they can to shatter the defenses that are keeping them from the rest of the world. And that is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely one heck of a fun issue. Seeing Superman pushed to the very brink. It looks like he might actually go and break out Lex Luthor from prison. And this is something that he has been actively trying to avoid, believing that he could get this parasite situation taken care of. It looks like he is completely outmatched in this situation. Even with the entire Superman family here, even a single touch of the parasite could be draining their powers. And now, Parasite is airborne. It has evolved way past anything that it had been before. And now that Parasite has made its way airborne, it has made its way into the lungs of Superman. It has made its way into his bloodstream. The only question now, how is it that he is going to purge this? And then we have Marilyn Moonlight. Part of me wants to call her Moon Knight because it is just so reminiscent of Moon Knight. From being a kind of spirit that goes out at night to the crescent moon, all of this is just, it rings, it screams that I am a copy of Moon Knight. But I am excited to see how it plays out, to see where that storyline's gonna go. They're calling her an anti-hero, so it's very likely that she's not gonna be best buddies with Superman. That these two are probably going to butt heads a lot. But I'm interested in seeing the character grow to see what she's going to become and what her true origins are. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well at the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with Superman. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.